Welcome everyone to Stream Block Party. My name is Mr. S. This is episode 1 and it's all about the seasons and it's all about spring. Let's go outside and check it out. To really see what spring is going to be like, we need to go into space. Like this. One thing you got to know about our solar system is how big the sun is compared to the planets. See the big orange thing? That represents the sun. And see those little planets? That's Jupiter and Saturn and Uranus and Neptune. And Earth and Mercury and Venus and Mars are so small compared to the sun. But when you look at this, we're not that small. But there we are. That's Earth. We revolve around the sun. All the planets do. We are moving around the sun and we're also rotating on our axis. And that just means we're spinning. That's a day. Every day we spin once. Pretty cool. The axis is like if you drew a line through our globe. The thing about Earth is our axis is tilted on the orbital plane. So that means we're kind of tipped over. And that's hugely important. Every year, like we said, we rotate around the sun, but we're sort of leaned back. We're tilted on our axis. Our axis is tilted 23.5 degrees. And in the winter, since we're in the Northern Hemisphere up there, the little red dot, when we are spinning, we're sort of leaned away from the sun. That's winter. It makes sense. That's why in the Northern Hemisphere, we get less warmth from the sun. So it's winter. As the Earth moves around the sun through the year, our axis is still tilted. And when you go across to the other side of the year, summer, we're actually tilted towards the sun. So the axis is tilted towards the sun. That's why it's summer. It's warmer. That makes sense. And if you got winter and you got summer, then you still have two in-betweens. And if you think about the seasons, the in-betweens we're missing are spring. And spring is between winter and summer. So as our Earth revolves around the sun, when it's halfway between winter and summer, that's what we call spring. And when we come around the other way, we call that fall. Technically, we don't call it spring. We call it the vernal equinox. That's what the scientists call it. And we definitely don't call it fall. We call it autumn, or we call it the autumnal equinox. These are the science words for it. We don't just call it winter. We call it the winter solstice. And we don't just call it summer, we call it the summer solstice. You may have heard those words before. Does it make sense? I feel like some of you are like really paying attention, like Matthew over there, but then like some of you are kind of like Margot, and your eyes are kind of getting kind of heavy. The important thing to remember is that Earth, its axis is tilted, and that's what makes the seasons. So we've got some activities for you. Number 1, we want you to create the solar system in an iPad app called Maker. Here's how Maker works. When you open up Maker and choose one of the themes, you can add stuff to real life looking through your iPad. So you can find a flat surface, touch it, and then you can select things over on the left. And even cooler than that, you can create things. So you can make planets. You choose a sphere, you color it, and then you place the sphere in real life. So when you get done coloring it, you click OK, you go, you place it, and you click place, and then you're gonna wanna create a planet. So that's our sun. We wanna create a planet to go around it. So here's a quick little Earth that we're gonna make. By the way, you rotate the sphere by touching outside of it. That's how you rotate it. And what you want to do is place your planet on top of the first planet and then touch the little planet in the bottom right hand corner and choose orbit. and then it will orbit around the sun. You can move around the room then and get a good look at it. You can take pictures and video. It's cool. Number 2, we want you to take pictures of spring, just like I've been doing. Find some flowers. Find flowers in your backyard or in your neighborhood. Be safe, watch where you're going. Watch out for bugs. You might find people gardening, like Eleanor and I. You might see people mowing their lawn. If you're gonna take a picture of a stranger, you should ask them first. But if it's your family, maybe you should still ask them. So there's so much spring going on right now. It's crazy out there. And I want you to think while you're out there, I want you to think, why is it spring? What is happening to the earth that makes it spring? And if you forget, just rewind the video, watch some more. Thanks so much for a stream block party lesson we just had. It was super fun. If you are in one of my classes, you can submit your assignments to Google Classroom. If you are not, you can add a comment here on YouTube. And see you later, guys. I'm Mr. S.